Hi everyone. I'm sitting in the Kroger parking lot right now, and I was thinking about something since last night. I don't know if anyone saw my post yesterday, but I had posted about really it was just some marketing topics, and I talked with a few people, and I was just thinking about, in hindsight, some of the different marketing things I had used to get new clients, and really just a lot of the big mistakes I had made in the past, and really just a lot of the money I had wasted. I think a lot of people don't really know my background, but I've been in the Myrtle Beach area. I think I moved here in 2010, and when I first moved here, I came into, it was supposed to be like a satellite clinic, but when I first moved here, I was the sole vet, and I was working off of a client list, and there wasn't really any marketing done to let anyone know that I was here. So I had a list of clients and I had a phone number, but no one really knew I was here. So I hit the road running really hard when I was here, when I first moved here, trying to let people know that I was here so I could have some clients. And I did a lot of trial and error those first couple of years, and I made a lot of mistakes, and I learned a lot of stuff. And luckily, the first couple of years, luckily we're not on my own dollar, but I was just thinking in hindsight last night about some of the less efficient ways that I've spent money in the past, and I thought I could share some of those things and some of my thoughts about what I think are extremely more efficient ways of spending your money on marketing right now at this point in time, to not only get new clients, but also to maintain your relationships with the clients you already have. And later on, I'm going to be looking down at my paper. I've done a lot of math here too, just to kind of prove my point, at least with the experience that I had. So I'm kind of going off of the two extremes. So in my experience, what my biggest wasting of money was, and I think what my most efficient spending of money was. So everyone's definitely going to have a different experience with things, depending on what area you're in, the type of practice, whether you're seeing small animals and large animals. So everyone's experience is different, but I think the most efficient option is probably going to be the most efficient for a lot of people. I think there's probably going to be not a lot of exceptions to that, but I don't know. I definitely would like people's feedback and what you think works and doesn't work for you, because I'm definitely interested to hear what everyone else's thoughts are. So my biggest mistake money-wise, the absolute biggest waste of money that I ever had advertising-wise, were pamphlets. So what I did is I spent a very long time making these gorgeous pamphlets. I designed myself, but I think I did a pretty good job. But I thought they looked very nice. I had them printed up at Kinko's. I think it's FedEx Kinko's now. So I think they cost probably like $2.50 to $3 each. I do not know what the current rate was, but I distinctly remember that was the price. And I got maybe like 100, 200 made, and we mailed them out. And so if you add up the price of the stamp and the pamphlet together, the cost of that was $3 each. And we mailed them to people that we had on the list of clients that we had from the business the vet that the business was purchased from. So clients that we knew that had horses. And then the other thing that I did is whenever I saw a farm that we were driving past that had horses, I also wrote down that address, and I went ahead and mailed the a pamphlet to that person too. So I put a lot of time and effort into this, trying to target people who had horses. And I never got a single client from those. On top of that, whenever I would, in the future, I would end up at a farm like that, I'd be like, oh, did you ever get my pamphlet? Is that how you found out about us? And every single one of those, because this happened multiple times, at least 3 or 4 times I remember distinctly, they'd be like, what pamphlet? So as far as I know, these pamphlets never produced anything. Now, did they ever get us a client? I don't know, maybe, but as far as actual definitive follow-up, I don't know that these pamphlets ever produced a client for us. So as far as I recognize, I think they were a complete waste of money. So at $3 each, I think they were extremely inefficient. So that was the worst end of things. In terms of the most efficient end of things, and I'd say this has been going on for years, and I think it's still the most efficient end of things, social media marketing. So in terms of social media marketing, your actual cost per contact with a customer or potential customer, it's going to be different for every single clinic, every single person you interact with, but there's no way you can beat that. Before I started filming this, I was trying to rack my brain of any scenario other than just people randomly walking up to you and just incidental meetings of people, which are free and you just can't plan those. But in terms of your marketing strategy, you cannot beat social media. So just pulling from my own numbers, you can reach people for literally cents. So if I take my $3 cost per pamphlet and divide that by just my most recent social media campaign on my own Facebook page, I got 19 new likes for $3. That's 19 people that I reached for the cost of one pamphlet. There's no comparison between those two things. So number one, there's that. So getting new likes, you just can't beat that price. Number two, the other benefit, and for those of you who don't know, I'm back in school right now. I'm taking business classes, so I'm managing in marketing and I'm majoring in marketing and management. A lot of M words there. So this semester I'm in a lot of marketing classes. So one of the things that they've talked about in how efficient your marketing messages are is that repetition is extremely important. So say you send your one pamphlet out. That is one contact with a customer, and they open up the pamphlet. They look at it. They see your name. Unfortunately I don't have my textbook with me, but they have these graphs about basically how quickly they forget about you, and it's amazingly fast. I was shocked when I saw this chart, and I don't know, here, I think I can do it like this, except for it's backwards. Bear with me here. Okay, so here's the starting time. So here's the 0 point. So you send the thing out to them. Bear with me here. So this is where the exposure happens. So they know you exist, and as time progresses on, they forget about you. So with one exposure, that's what happens. So what you need to do is you need to keep exposing yourself to them so they don't forget. Sorry, that's kind of hard to do with the camera. So the other thing that's great about social media is because it's so darn cheap, you can keep repetitively exposing yourself to them. That sounds a little bit bad. But whether that's through either actual ads, paid ads, or with your actual your social media accounts in general. So once they start following your pages, you'll have your free, your organic post and stuff. So social media is wonderful in multiple ways, is my point. So that's kind of just the two extreme ends of things, in my experience, but I'd love to hear your opinion on things. I think social media, I just don't think it can be beat at this point in time. But I'd like to hear what you guys have thought has been the absolute worst in your opinion. I'm sure people have gone much more expensive and had worse experiences, but I'd love to also hear if anyone has found anything that's had a bigger bang for your buck in terms of things that have gone well too. So that's my thought. I just wanted to share what my experience was. I mean, one of the biggest reasons why I'm doing what I'm doing is I want to share things that I've screwed up so other people don't have to make the same mistakes as me. I've wasted a lot of time and money screwing things up and I would love for people not to make the same mistakes as me. So anyway, that's my thought on things. Feel free to post here if you want to message me or contact me anyway. Let me know. Thanks.